So are you ready for some football? ESPN is reportedly ready for much more Monday Night Football. That's according to Sports Business Journal, that they're close to signing a nearly $2 billion deal to extend their contract for as long as another 10 years. Here to tell us about what this massive deal would mean for the media landscape, we have Porter Bibb of Mediatech Capital. Porter not only has 4 decades of experience, although you'd hardly know it, in investment banking, but he's also one of the first publisher of Rolling Stone. Good to have you with us, Porter.
And a committed football fan.
All right, and a committed football fan. And well, you know, I'm glad we have you because of your background in music and content, because this is original content in an age when you're able to TiVo or save everything or watch.
It's drama, it's passion,
and it's authentic,
and it's very low cost in the actual physical production values.
Because you're not paying for them to actually play, you're just paying to broadcast the rights.
Paid for the license to broadcast them, and the rest of it is a slam dunk.
So is this a good deal for ESPN?
It's a dynamite deal. It puts ESPN, which is the core holy grail of Disney, puts them in the driver's seat going forward. This is not just, as you pointed out, a $2 billion a year deal. It's a 10-year deal. It's a $20 billion deal. It's the biggest deal in sports licensing that's ever happened.
Now, this idea of licensing, that's important because it isn't just being able to broadcast it live. It's then all the ancillary things that come with it.
Mobile, archival, instant message. I mean, this is a phenomenal coup for ESPN, and it's curious. The one thing as a sports fan that I noticed, because the players union at the NFL has said we're going to strike. They want better terms and more pay and bigger pieces of the TV pie, and I don't think this is a really good thing for the owners in the NFL to announce now that they've got a $20 billion 10-year new deal when they're trying to play poor and say, no, we can't give the players any more.
Well, is it likely that maybe they'll cough up a couple more dollars?
I think they have to. This diminishes the threat of a strike, as far as I'm concerned. And ESPN has a lot of leverage in this, say, even though they're not at the table, because what are they going to broadcast if there's a strike?
You've spent some time recently looking at new additions to the mobile technology world and the ability of people to get content anywhere, anytime, whenever they want it. How does this fit in with Disney's strategy, not only for the internet, but for mobile content?
I think Bob Iger is about as advanced in his thinking and his vision as any guy who's running a media conglomerate. And he has been pointing toward ubiquitous coverage of the Disney Channel for kids, of ABC, the mass market television network, and most specifically ESPN. And sports, as you know, it's got to be in real time. You can't delay broadcast sports. Every fanatical sports fan like me wants to see the game when it's happening and want to know. And besides the interest that fans have, it's a multi-billion-dollar betting world. There's a huge sports book out there in the clouds somewhere, and everybody needs real-time broadcasting.
What about the applications that are going to come with it, whether there's this ability to play fantasy football or to, as you say, you know, bet on it? They're going to be games, too.
You bet. Not only games, but you want to know more about a player. You see a guy make a great catch or a good tackle. You push a button on your tablet, and boom, you've got a moving video history of this guy, and you see all of his other great play. The potential for both broadcasters like ESPN and for advertisers who will tie into this multimedia sports fanaticism. The other thing that's really interesting, football, and NFL football particularly, is the market leader in terms of broadcast television right now. It gets consistently the top 10 programs this fall were all NFL games. The Super Bowl is the most watched television event in the world, anywhere. Now, ESPN doesn't have the Super Bowl. That was specifically left out of this contract.
Right, because it's just the Monday night games.
Correct. This is just Monday night. But when you're paying $20 billion to the NFL, you've got a little more leverage than the networks.
Who does this hurt?
It takes right away from CBS, NBC, and Fox, because they were all vying for the Monday Night Football, and they're out of the game now.
Giving us the lowdown on ESPN and football, Porter Bibb, Mediatech, thank you very much.